No, that's it. It's just this little pushable, foldable cart that I got about 5 years ago when I first started detailing. And it feels kind of weird that, everything is gone. It's just I'm not gonna be making crazy content. It's just when I come in, it's just most likely just gonna be this cart. Probably make this anymore. I got it in 2020, 2019. And yeah, I mean, where it all started, it's all ending, right? It's just, this is what I started with. This was my collapsible cart. And I know you're probably wondering, Sock, what are you doing? You're throwing away products instead of donating them? And, why aren't you donating them? Or are these companies trash? It's not that part. It is an end of an era for Sock here in New York. So my detailing business here isn't going to be as an everyday thing anymore. It will just be more of the VIP clients, and if the VIP clients recommend me to one of their personal friends or something like that. I'm not here really to collect any clientele or any new clientele really, unless they're pretty much referrals. And I will be flying back to New York frequently, and I will be doing a couple more videos here in the future. All in all, I do need to consolidate this garage. This is my cousin's garage, my grandmother's garage. They blessed me with the space that I was able to do my business here, and now I want to consolidate and give everything back. I don't use every single product line anymore. There's certain product lines that you definitely haven't seen in my channel for either a couple years since I started my YouTube channel. And I could give some prime examples here, like Adams. Haven't done a video on this at all. The leather and interior dressing, ADS Pilot, what other stuff? Sheesh. NV Guardian's been a little bit over a year and a half to 2 years. So these are stuff that, and I don't even have a lot. And why am I going to donate stuff that I don't have a lot of product, or it's like a one-use thing? Is, to me, I don't feel like that's a good donation whatsoever. I said, when I fly back to New York, I'm not going to do just, regular washes really. It's going to be mainly on decontamination washing, or doing decontamination, or doing paint polishings and ceramic coatings. That's pretty much it. In terms of interior detail, I'm not going to be doing any type of interior detail pretty much whatsoever. And if I really do need, and it's crunch time for one of my maintenance clients, say I'm doing a decon wash and they say, hey, can you please touch up the interior? In terms of the vacuum, I don't even know if my cousin's going to keep this vacuum here or not. I'll let them decide. And if they do keep it here, because he does have a vehicle and he's going to wash it, so I'm pretty sure he's going to keep it. But if they do keep the vacuum, guess what? I'll just use a rinseless wash as my interior cleaner. In terms of throwing out, I was thinking of throwing out some other products. But for example, the interior detailer and clean and protect. And this is the products that I'm throwing out, like stuff like this. Like this interior detailer will probably last 1.5 cars. That's about it. Same thing with interior clean and protect, but I'm not going to throw these two out. I'm going to put these on the side for my cousin, and I'll show you on the overhead. I had a Geon product. Even 303 aerospace interior protectant. It's been a while since I've used this stuff, and I've just been finding stuff that I haven't used in many years. And most chemicals do have a 5-year shelf life, 3 to 5 years, depending on the company and stuff like that. Same thing with ceramic coating. Some companies say, once you buy from them and it's sent out to you, you have a, 1-year shelf life. Others is up to 5 years. All depends. But I'm not here to say that, companies are trash. I'm just going to keep stuff that I enjoy using, what I found out works for me, and just keep it nice and niche on what I like to use. Let's keep on going. So I'm going to do a couple of reorganizing. I cleaned up some of the shelving here, and this tire dressing I'm keeping. Narrow from Labo I threw out. Even pandy organizers, like I said, it was only have this much of soap probably good enough for half a soap. I have Incredible Suds here that's a little bit more than half. It's about up here, and that will be just enough to get me through like probably another 10 vehicles, because it's like 1 ounce per inside the bucket, and that's gonna sit there, and that'll be my neutral soap. I do need water spout remover, so I'm keeping that there. Tree sap remover. As I said, I'm doing more decontamination washing. And then for ceramic gloss, this will be more of my sealant, just to put on top. And the reason why I'm saying it's going to be mostly my sealant is because most customers, again, I have times the wife gets their coating and their husbands aren't into it, but she does, you know, apply for a paint enhancement for her husband's vehicle, and then I will put, say, ceramic gloss as a topper. And yeah, that's the way it goes. So I'm keeping ceramic gloss as my, you know, sealant slash topper. Tire cleaner, I only have a little bit left. I'm just going to use that up because I do only have Maniac wheel and tire cleaner up to here, and I'm just going to keep this here just to have it in stock. I've been using Yum Undressed, and I'm not gonna lie, that Yum Undressed is a banger for sure. So that's something to keep in mind. In terms of my compound and polishes, I am going to keep Fab and Papa Cut. As you can see, Fab, I'm up to here, and then Papa Cut, pretty much like halfway. So these will definitely last me a while. So I can keep that there with my gold standard polish right in terms of there. In terms of Titan, I'm just gonna throw this little bit out. Like I said, it's like no shade on anything. I just on any brand, it's just more of I need to consolidate. That is what my thing is consolidation. And yeah, so that's what I have. I already threw out my Ductile and Glico. Well, pretty much, I'm not gonna say I threw them out, but I diluted them, and this is how much of Glico I have left. You hear that? Pretty much nothing. I have like right here. So that's what I have. So the only reason why I'm keeping this is mainly for my cousin. I'm gonna you know, dilute Glico as well on the separate bottle. The only reason why I'm keeping this type of interior cleaner is mainly for my cousin and for my dad, because they still drive their vehicles. If they get some spills or something, I will have at least a strong cleaner for them to have. But in terms of rebuying something else, I'm like, no, that'll be more than enough. And yeah, I mean, that is pretty much it really. In terms of everything else is everything else is pretty much gone. You know, Extra Tough, you know, great cleaner as well, it's gone. Pilot, gone. Yeah, it just that's pretty much it. Other than that, what I'll do is I'll finish consolidating. I may probably consolidate everything into this tiny cart, and I will show you how, on everything, and let me know your feedback on how I consolidated everything else and why I chose certain products. And yeah, so I'll see you on the outro. All right, everyone, I just finished consolidating everything, and this is all I'm really keeping, just everything that you see on this top shelf. And there's not much of anything really. It's like I said, crack in here, a little bit of products here and there. Maniac wheel and tire cleaners right here. I could, you know, use that much, and I already have some pre-diluted in here as well, so this I will keep. And you know, that's it. It's just this little pushable foldable cart that I got about 5 years ago when I first started detailing, and it feels kind of weird that, you know, everything is gone. You know, it's just I'm not gonna be making crazy content. It's just, you know, when I come in, it's just most likely just gonna be this cart, probably a couple of drawers, just, or a tote box. I don't know. I gotta, you know, take care of the rest of the stuff like the wash mitts and towels, because a bunch of these towels I've had for about 3 years already. So may get rid of those, and whenever I do come and see the VIP customers, I'll order stuff online, so that way it'll just be here. And yeah, it's just, like I said, an end of an era for sure. Definitely gonna miss it. And yeah, so I'm just gonna continue doing the rest of the garage and whatever my grandmother and cousin decides to do, tearing down these makeshift shelves that I did. And it's kind of symbolic in a way, right? Like this cart, I got this Adams cart in 2020, this foldable collapsible cart, and they don't even make this anymore. I got it in 2020, 2019. And yeah, I mean, where it all started, it's all ending, right? It's just, this is what I started with. This was my collapsible cart. Had a couple of chemicals exactly just like this, and this is how it's ending. With just this. And yeah, just wanted to show you all that. So I'm not throwing stuff out just to throw stuff out. Just some of it just makes no sense to donate, especially if there's not much value or any product in there really. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this content. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and other than that, I will see you all on the next podcast. Peace.